Have you ever felt like there's something hidden beneath the surface of your family history, something unspoken that shapes your relationships and emotions in ways you can't quite explain? It's a common experience, yet many families carry untold stories, hidden truths, and suppressed secrets that create unseen ripples across generations. In today's video, we are going to dive into the impact of these family secrets, the role of karma in perpetuating these cycles, and how uncovering the truth can bring healing and resolution, not just to your family, but to yourself. The impact of hidden truths. Family secrets are more pervasive than we often realize. According to research, nearly 70% of families have some form of hidden truths, whether it's about financial struggles, infidelity, addiction, or unspoken emotional wounds. These secrets can remain buried for years, sometimes for generations, and their impact can be deeply felt across time. But why do families keep secrets? Often, it's because the truth is considered too painful to reveal, too shameful to share, or simply too uncomfortable to address. While this might seem protective in the short term, secrets become intergenerational burdens that affect everyone involved. For instance, a mother who never speaks of her own traumatic childhood experiences might unconsciously pass on feelings of emotional neglect to her children. Or a family may refuse to acknowledge a history of financial instability, which leads to poor money management habits in the next generation. These suppressed truths create cycles of pain, confusion, and dysfunction that can be passed down without anyone ever fully understanding the cause. Over time, this emotional baggage builds up, often causing anxiety, guilt, and a sense of isolation for those who are indirectly affected by these unspoken truths. Holding on to secrets doesn't just impact the people who are keeping them, it affects everyone in the family dynamic. The tension in the air, the unacknowledged truths, the invisible weight that family members carry all create a shadow that distorts interactions and connections. Emotional walls are built, trust is compromised, and a sense of disconnection sets in. Over time, this erosion can make it difficult to form healthy, open relationships. Karma's intertwined threads. This is where the concept of karma comes into play. Karma, in its simplest form, is the law of cause and effect. What we sow, we reap. In the context of family secrets, karma operates as an energetic force that moves through the family line, often without being consciously acknowledged. If one generation conceals a painful truth such as an addiction, betrayal, or deep-seated trauma, it creates an energetic imprint that can affect subsequent generations, even if the new generation has no direct knowledge of the event. This is how karma becomes intertwined with family dynamic. When actions are suppressed or unresolved, they can manifest as repeating patterns in future generations. Take, for example, a family where emotional repression is the norm. One generation suppresses feelings of grief or anger, perhaps because expressing them was seen as a sign of weakness. The next generation, in turn, struggles with expressing their emotions, experiencing cycles of emotional withdrawal, anxiety, or explosive outbursts. These cycles are not random, they are karmic imprints, shaped by the hidden truths of those before them. But here's the good news: by unmasking these secrets and confronting the past, you have the potential to break the karmic cycle. You can choose to release the hold that family secrets have on your life and create a new, healthier dynamic moving forward. It may not be easy, but the healing that comes from acknowledging the truth is transformative. The power of unmasking the past. One of the first steps in healing these family wounds is acknowledging the existence of the secrets. No matter how painful or uncomfortable, the truth has the power to heal and transform. The silence around these secrets might seem like protection, but in truth, it keeps the wound festering. Facing the past, though daunting, is the gateway to breaking free from the cycles that keep you stuck. To truly heal, families must embrace transparency. Building a foundation of trust is critical, and it starts with honest, open communication. When a family is willing to speak openly about the past, acknowledging both the pain and the lessons, the door to healing opens wide. For example, if a family has been keeping silent about a history of addiction, one of the first steps might be for someone to say, "This is what we've been through, and this is how it's affected us." That simple admission, though difficult, lays the groundwork for healing. Forgiveness plays a huge role in breaking the cycle of secrets. It's not just about forgiving others, it's about forgiving yourself. Holding on to resentment or guilt about past actions only prolongs the cycle of pain. When you practice self-forgiveness, you release the emotional burden that has been carried for so long. When you forgive the past, you stop it from controlling your future. This act of forgiveness opens up the space for healthier, more loving relationships moving forward. Steps towards healing and resolution. Healing from family secrets is not something that happens overnight, but there are concrete steps you can take to begin the process. Creating a safe space for family dialogue. It's crucial to create a safe and supportive environment for family discussions. Approach these conversations with empathy and understanding. Avoid blaming or shaming others, and instead, focus on creating an atmosphere of trust where each person feels heard and respected. Starting with "I feel" statements rather than accusations such as "I feel hurt that this has been hidden for so long" can help foster open communication. Seeking professional guidance for healing. The emotional complexities of confronting family secrets may require the help of a professional. Therapy can provide a safe space for individuals and families to work through difficult emotions, address underlying trauma, and begin the process of healing. A trained therapist can also help guide conversations and ensure that everyone feels heard and understood, which is especially important when dealing with sensitive topics. Moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Once the family has addressed the secrets and begun to heal, it's important to set a new direction. Create shared goals and values that reflect the new path you want to walk together. Establish rituals of connection, weekly family check-ins, gratitude practices, or shared activities that support transparency and foster trust. As you move forward, commit to practicing honesty and openness in all your relationships, ensuring that the past no longer holds power over your future. Living in the light of truth. The long-term benefits of resolving family secrets are profound. When a family comes together to heal, it creates a foundation of trust, resilience, and love that can carry forward for generations. As family members break the cycle of secrecy, they establish a new pattern based on mutual respect, emotional availability, and open communication. By embracing truth, you also create a legacy of transparency for future generations. Children raised in an environment where honesty is valued and where their emotions are heard will carry these lessons into their own relationships. As you break free from the cycle of family secrets, you build a foundation that will serve your family for years to come. Finally, embrace self-compassion and self-forgiveness throughout the healing process. Recognize that no family is perfect, and healing is a journey. Celebrate each small victory along the way, knowing that you're not only healing yourself but also healing your family's history. Unmasking the past may be difficult, but it's the only way to truly heal and move forward. By acknowledging and confronting family secrets, embracing transparency, and practicing forgiveness, you break the chains of past pain and create a foundation for healthier, more loving relationships. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your family's narrative and create a legacy rooted in truth and healing. Creating a legacy of healing and truth. As we continue this journey of unmasking family secrets and breaking free from karmic cycles, remember that this work is ongoing. Healing takes time, and while the past can shape us, it doesn't have to define us forever. The process of healing begins with awareness, And as you continue to unearth the hidden truths of your family, you create space, not only for resolution, but for a new chapter of connection and growth. By acknowledging family secrets, you begin to break the silence that has so often shrouded your family's history. Each time you choose honesty over concealment, you create a ripple effect that transforms how you relate to one another. The emotional walls that once separated you crumble, and in their place rises a new foundation built on transparency, trust, and mutual understanding. As you embark on this journey, you can foster an environment where vulnerability is met with compassion and emotional expression is celebrated as an act of strength, a call to future generations. Imagine a future where your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren grow up in an environment where emotional honesty is the norm. They won't be burdened by the weight of hidden truths or emotional repression. Instead, they will inherit a legacy where self-expression, love, and understanding are woven into the fabric of everyday life. They will understand the importance of healing, of confronting difficult truths, and of living in the light of compassion. The shift you make today, by choosing to face the past, heal old wounds, and break the cycle of family secrets, will serve as a model for generations to come. Your courage in confronting these truths will not only empower your own healing, but will pave the way for future generations to live in greater harmony, honesty, and love. As you set these new precedents, you create a space for the family to grow together, rather than remain stuck in the patterns of the past. The healing power of community. You're not alone in this process. Healing family secrets isn't something you have to navigate by yourself. Whether it's through therapy, support groups, or simply reaching out to trusted friends, there is power in community. Sharing your experiences with others who are on the same journey can offer new perspectives and provide invaluable emotional support. Sometimes, it's the simple act of having someone listen, without judgment, that helps to lighten the load. I encourage you to find like-minded individuals who are also committed to healing and growth. You might consider attending family therapy sessions together, joining workshops focused on family dynamics, or even participating in online communities where people share their experiences of healing family karma and unmasking hidden truths. The sense of connection that comes from sharing your journey can be incredibly healing in itself. It reminds you that healing is not just an individual endeavor, but a communal one, something that can uplift and transform entire families. Moving beyond the past. As you continue to work through the emotional complexities of family secrets, remember that the goal isn't to erase the past, but to learn from it and move forward. You can honor the pain and the struggles that have come before you, but you don't need to carry them into the future. With every truth revealed, every conversation held with compassion, and every moment of forgiveness, you're actively reshaping your family's narrative. You have the power to transform not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. Living in the light of truth means embracing the present with open eyes and an open heart. It's about choosing to let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's guilt, shame, resentment, or fear, and stepping into a future built on clarity, trust, and self-love. This process is empowering, and while it may not always be easy, it is profoundly liberating. Embrace your healing journey. No matter where you are on your healing journey, know that every step you take brings you closer to breaking free from the chains of the past. Each small act of honesty, every choice to open up and share your feelings, each moment of forgiveness is a powerful statement that you are no longer bound by the secrets that once controlled your family's story. You are rewriting that story, and you're doing so with courage, compassion, and the willingness to heal. I want to thank you for taking this step today to explore how family secrets, karma, and healing can transform your relationships. This journey may feel challenging at times, but it's a journey that leads to greater freedom and emotional peace. You deserve to live in the light of truth, and by embracing that truth, you can foster deeper, healthier connections in your family and in your life. Next steps. As we conclude today's video, I encourage you to reflect on the family secrets you may be carrying. What truths are you ready to face? How can you start the process of healing and breaking free from old patterns? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share your experiences and any breakthroughs you've had in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content on healing, relationships, and personal growth. As you move forward, always remember that healing is not linear. There will be moments when you feel like you've made significant progress, and then there may be moments where it feels like you've taken a step back. This is part of the process. Healing family wounds, especially those tied to deeply rooted secrets, takes time, patience, and an immense amount of self-compassion. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Instead, embrace them as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. You might find that certain memories or family patterns resurface at unexpected times, and that's okay. These are reminders that there is still work to be done, but also that you're on the right path. The more you nurture honesty, openness, and self-awareness, the easier it becomes to shift those old narratives and replace them with healthier, more loving patterns. You don't have to do this alone. It's important to lean on your support system, whether that's a therapist, a trusted friend, or a support group. Connecting with others who understand what you're going through can provide invaluable emotional support and reassurance as you work through the complexities of healing. One of the most powerful tools you have during this process is compassion, both for yourself and for others. This work requires forgiveness, and not just for others who may have kept secrets, but also for yourself, for any role you may have played in perpetuating the cycle. Remember, healing isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up with an open heart and being willing to face the parts of your family's past that were once hidden in the shadows. As you continue uncovering truths and confronting secrets, it's essential to honor your emotions, all of them. Whether you're feeling anger, sadness, confusion, or relief, all of these feelings are valid and part of the healing journey. Don't suppress or ignore them. Allow yourself to feel what needs to be felt. This process of emotional release and expression will create space for deeper healing, allowing the energy of those old secrets to dissipate and no longer control your future. A crucial element of this healing is also forgiving the past, not just the individuals involved, but also the family dynamics that kept these secrets alive. Forgiving doesn't mean excusing behavior or forgetting the pain. It means releasing the hold that past actions have over your present. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of resentment, so you can move forward with peace and clarity. This isn't just about addressing what happened in the past, it's also about consciously creating the future you desire. Once the secrets are revealed, once the emotional weight is released, you have the opportunity to reshape your relationships and establish new, healthier patterns. You're not just healing the present moment, you're creating a legacy of honesty, communication, and mutual respect for future generations. As you walk this path of self-discovery and healing, you'll begin to notice the shift in your relationships. Those once stifled conversations become easier to have. Your relationships with your family members will shift from one of secrecy and avoidance to one of transparency and connection. You'll start to feel a new sense of closeness, rooted in the understanding that healing isn't about perfection, but about vulnerability, honesty, and a willingness to grow together. As a family, you can now begin to establish a culture of open dialogue. You might create rituals to honor your healing process, perhaps a regular family meeting where everyone can share their thoughts, fears, and dreams in a safe space, free from judgment. This practice will foster deeper emotional intimacy and strengthen the bonds between you and your loved ones. You might also consider creating a family journal where everyone can write their thoughts, feelings, and reflections on the healing process. This journal can be a space for everyone to voice their truth, share their experiences, and celebrate their progress. Not only will this help to maintain open communication, but it will also serve as a reminder that healing is a collective process, one that requires effort and commitment from all involved. Living with transparency. The long-term benefits of healing family secrets and breaking free from karmic cycles are profound. Not only will you experience deeper emotional healing, but you will also create a lasting legacy of transparency and honesty. Your family will be one where love, communication, and understanding are at the forefront, where emotional wounds are acknowledged and healed, and where the weight of the past is no longer carried as an unspoken burden. As you continue to build a new foundation, remember that self-compassion is key. This process of unmasking family secrets and healing generational trauma requires great emotional resilience, but also gentleness. Be kind to yourself as you navigate the complexities of uncovering the past, and know that you are taking steps toward greater freedom, not just for yourself, but for your entire family. A bright future awaits us. The work you're doing today will shape the future of your family in ways you may not fully see just yet. By healing the past, by acknowledging the secrets that have kept you stuck, and by embracing truth, you are creating a future where love and connection are grounded in honesty and understanding. This transformation is not just about healing individual wounds, it's about building a strong, resilient family dynamic that is rooted in love, trust, and mutual respect. As we wrap up today's conversation, I encourage you to reflect on one step you can take this week to bring more honesty into your family dynamic. It might be having a conversation, journaling your feelings, or forgiving someone in your past. Whatever it is, know that every small action contributes to the larger healing process. As we move forward in this journey of healing, it's important to understand that family reconciliation isn't just about confronting the past, but about actively cultivating a future built on trust, love, and emotional availability. It's about creating a family culture where truth is not only embraced but celebrated, where vulnerability becomes a source of strength, not weakness. When you break the chains of silence and bring suppressed truths into the light, you create the foundation for deeper connection and resilience. The ongoing journey of healing. As you continue to heal and grow, keep in mind that the process of unmasking family secrets and addressing generational karma is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. The key is commitment to transformation. Each time you confront a new layer of hidden truth, whether it's an emotional wound, an old family pattern, or a long-suppressed secret, you are engaging in an act of deep self-awareness and self-love. This is the path to true healing, one where you no longer feel held back by the weight of the past, but instead feel empowered to move forward with clarity, strength, and open-heartedness. Additionally, remember that this healing process will affect not only your immediate family, but also your larger community. As you model transparency, forgiveness, and growth, you become a beacon of hope and transformation for others who may be struggling with similar challenges. Your courage to confront and heal your family's secrets has the potential to inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that expands beyond your own family and touches the lives of those around you. Rewriting your family's legacy. When you unmask the secrets and break free from the karmic patterns, you rewrite the legacy of your family. Instead of passing on unresolved pain, shame, and silence, you pass down a new foundation of love, understanding, and emotional openness. The next generation will have the opportunity to live without the weight of inherited guilt or the burden of emotional suppression. They will grow up in an environment where emotional expression is healthy, and where difficult conversations are seen as opportunities for growth rather than conflict. Imagine the future. Your children or grandchildren won't have to untangle the same knots you inherited. They will feel empowered to speak their truth and to approach their relationships with transparency, trust, and vulnerability. They will inherit not the secrets of the past, but the wisdom of healing, the strength of facing uncomfortable truths, and the resilience of overcoming adversity together. Building a new foundation for your family. The key to lasting change is to build a new family culture, one based on principles of truth, empathy, and mutual respect. This is not a culture of perfection or avoidance of conflict, but one that values emotional honesty and healing. You can establish new rituals that promote open communication and mutual support, such as weekly family check-ins, gratitude circles, or rituals of forgiveness and release. These practices will help to ensure that emotional safety and trust are maintained in your family, fostering an environment where all members can express themselves freely and authentically. The more you practice these rituals, the stronger your family's emotional resilience will become, making it easier to face future challenges with love and understanding rather than fear and division. Living a life of integrity and transparency. As you continue to embrace this new way of living, you'll find that it doesn't just transform your relationships with others, it transforms your relationship with yourself. You'll start to feel more grounded, more centered, and more aligned with your true self. Living in alignment with your values and embracing your family's healing process allows you to cultivate a deeper sense of self-acceptance and self-compassion. The more transparent you are with others, the more authentic and fulfilling your relationships will become. There is a deep peace that comes from knowing that you are living in integrity, no longer hiding behind secrets or shame, but embracing all parts of yourself and your family. This peace is contagious. It radiates outward and creates the foundation for harmonious, loving connections that are not weighed down by the past, but uplifted by the power of truth. A bright future awaits us. The future of your family is in your hands. By embracing healing, transparencies, and compassion, you are actively shaping a new narrative for your family, one where past wounds no longer dictate the course of your lives. You are creating a family legacy where truth is honored, love is unconditional, and every member has the freedom to be fully seen and fully loved for who they are. So, as you embark on the next steps of your journey, remember every act of healing you make is a step toward freedom, not just for yourself, but for your entire family. With each conversation, each gesture of forgiveness, and each acknowledgement of truth, you are breaking free from the chains of the past and creating a new, brighter future. I invite you to take one step today to continue this process of healing. Whether it's starting a conversation, journaling your thoughts, or simply reflecting on one family secret you're ready to release, every small action contributes to a larger transformation. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you feel inspired, take the next step with a ritual or practice that resonates with you. As we conclude today's conversation, I want to remind you that healing family secrets is a courageous and ongoing journey. It requires patience, grace, and deep love for yourself and your family. There will be moments of discomfort, and there will be times when the weight of the past feels heavy, but as you continue to face these truths, piece by piece, you are creating a foundation of strength and emotional clarity that will serve you for a lifetime. The power of uncovering and healing these secrets is not just in releasing the past, it's in creating a new future, one where your relationships are built on the solid ground of trust, openness, and mutual respect. The courage you show today in breaking through the walls of silence and healing past wounds will echo through generations, creating a legacy of truth, love, and emotional freedom. What's next on your healing path? I encourage you to take the next step in your healing journey by embracing your family's story, both the painful chapters and the ones filled with love and growth. Maybe that means having a difficult but necessary conversation with a loved one, journaling about your experiences, or seeking out professional support to navigate the emotional complexities of your family's history. Remember, there is no trite way to heal, but there are countless paths forward, each one bringing you closer to emotional freedom and connection. As you continue, keep this thought in mind. You have the power to rewrite the story of your family, not by erasing the past, but by using it as a foundation for a stronger, more authentic future. Every small act of self-compassion, every conversation rooted in honesty, and every moment of forgiveness is a step toward greater healing. A call to action. If you're ready to take action, I encourage you to commit to one healing practice this week. Whether it's creating a space for open communication with a family member, seeking professional guidance, or simply taking a quiet moment to reflect and forgive yourself, these small steps can create ripples of change that lead to profound transformation. You are not alone on this journey. There are many others who are walking a similar path, and the collective healing power that comes from shared intention is truly remarkable. I'd love to hear about your journey and the steps you're taking to heal your family's past. Share your story in the comments below, and let's continue supporting one another on this path of healing and transformation. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue to explore deeper topics around family healing, self-compassion, and living with truth. Thank you for being a part of this community, for showing up for yourself, and for showing up for your family. Remember, healing is a courageous act, and by unmasking the past, you're not only healing yourself, you're healing your family for generations to come. Until next time, may you continue to live in the light of truth, compassion, and love. Keep your heart open, stay committed to your healing path, and never forget that you are worthy of a life filled with peace, understanding, and emotional freedom. Take care, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you soon.